I boarded the SS Rioja, expecting silence. Havana's golden twilight kissed the sea as I waved goodbye to the port, suitcase in hand, mind blissfully empty. I was no longer a detective, no longer a pursuer of justice. I had earned rest. But even as the ship's horn called out to the horizon, something tightened in my chest. It was instinct, and I had learned to never ignore instinct. Chapter 1. The Cast of Strangers. The passenger lounge shimmered with polished mahogany and the muted laughter of those who had lived comfortably their entire lives. I sat near the edge of the room, observing. It's a habit I never shed. Sir Reginald Pembroke, a former British statesman, sharp-suited, sharper-tongued. He surveyed others like subjects beneath a crown he no longer wore. Lady Sophia Pembroke, young, elegant, and visibly strained. Her father's presence clearly oppressed her. Commander Adrian Frost, retired naval officer. Everything about him was rigid posture, speech, beliefs. Dr. Helena Frey, Swiss, aloof, always writing in a slim black notebook. Dominic Black, a journalist, charming and insistent, but with the unsettling air of a man who always knew more than he admitted. Alvarez, a stewardess, kind-eyed and quiet. The sort who noticed everything but said nothing. Vincent Harris, a ship steward with watchful eyes and tight lips. We were bound north across the Atlantic, a week at sea. That first night, the sea was calm. The people were not. Sophia refused wine. Her father insisted. A brief argument flickered and was extinguished just as quickly. Commander Frost leaned toward her. "You all right?" he asked. She smiled with her mouth, not her eyes. Chapter 2. Shadows at Dinner. On the upper deck, we found him Sir Reginald crumpled near the railing, eyes wide and mouth frozen mid-breath. Not the food, not the guests, just watching. At the captain's table, small tensions rippled beneath silver cutlery and crystal glasses. I noticed Vincent watching. Chapter 3. A Scream in the Fog. But there were no ligature marks, no blunt trauma, no water in the lungs. The man hadn't drowned. At 2:13 a.m., a scream shattered the silence. A calculated, precise, silent death. And only someone aboard this ship had done it. I rushed out of my cabin, robe flying. Others followed, half-dressed and panicked. Dead. No visible wound. No struggle. Just gone. The captain was summoned. The room was sealed. And I knew the past was not done with me yet. Chapter 4. The Body and the Scene. I knelt beside the corpse. His face was pale, lips bluish. Classic signs of suffocation. I was in my room asleep. He had stopped breathing. Voluntarily. No, this was death administered. Chapter 5. Everyone is a suspect. I gathered the passengers in the music room. Storm brewed outside, slapping against the hall with increasing fury. One by one, I questioned them. Sophia Pembroke, her hands shook. "You argued with him?" I said. She looked down. He was going to change his will. Remove me entirely. Commander Frost. We fought. Damn right we did. What about? He threatened Sophia. He didn't deserve to die, but he wasn't innocent. Dr. Frey, I saw early signs of asphyxiation. Darer, subtler poisons. Odorless, fast. She wouldn't meet my eyes. Dominic Black. I was on the lower deck, alone. Reginald told me I was digging in dangerous ground. What were you digging into? He knew something about a death in Africa. Something Sophia wasn't meant to know. Alvarez, he was alone on the deck. Maybe for 10 minutes. Then she joined him, the daughter. And you just watched? I didn't want trouble. Vincent Harris. I served drinks. That's all. Were you near him that night? Asahu delivered his tea. It wasn't me. Chapter 6. The Black Notebook. Dr. Frey's notebook contained clinical sketches, but one entry stood out. Dose 2 induced respiratory paralysis without cardiac arrest within 4 to 6 minutes. She said it would calm him down. I thought it was medicine. Maybe it was. The handwriting was unmistakably hers. But why keep it? I had the room searched. In Sophia's luggage, a letter written by Reginald. The sea was a mirror now, reflecting lies back at their owners. But murder leaves fingerprints, not just on glass, but on the soul. If anything happens to me, it was her. I made her too desperate. Chapter 7. The deceptions unravel. Sophia confronted me. Yes, I hated him, she whispered. He made my life a prison, but I didn't kill him. You're protecting someone. Tears filled her eyes. He gave me freedom in death. That night, a key witness emerged, Vincent. I saw Dr. Frey hand Sophia a flask. Chapter 8. The confrontation. Frey had obliged, with a solution that walked the line between sleep and death, and crossed it. I assembled them on the upper deck. The storm had passed. You all think you're clever, I said. I turned to Frey. The poison was yours. The dosage was precise. But Sophia delivered it. Sophia stepped forward. I didn't know it would kill him. She told me it would sedate him. And the truth, like the sea, always finds a way to rise. Dr. Frey finally raised her chin. I only gave her what she asked for. And I made no promises. Except the one you made to yourself, I said. Protect her. Chapter 9. The truth. Sophia had begged for a way to make her father stop. The death was accidental, but the intention, murky. No court would see it that way. They were arrested upon docking. Sophia, tearful but calm. Frey, silent. Dominic wrote it all down, turning tragedy into paper. Watched them go, eyes unreadable. Epilogue. Salt in the wind. As the SS Rioja docked in Southampton, I stepped off alone. I looked back once. The ship stood still, a floating secret keeper. I'm no longer a detective, but perhaps we never really stop. Sometimes justice isn't about laws. It's about truth.